YouTubers. Yeah, it's been a while since we did a video. We took, I guess it's been probably 5 days or 6 days off to try to catch up on some work around the homestead and within the business. It's been quite busy. But anyway, so we're a little bit behind. So we had some few little things we wanted to show you in video. And we'll start with this one. We had a new tool show up this week, and it's called the Mini-Ductor 2. Now, I know some people are familiar with the product already because it's been out now for a number of years, but it's new to specialty repairs. And we've used it 4 or 5 times this week, and I'm going to tell you, it's been very, very beneficial to the business. It's gotten me out of some really bad situations. Basically, what it is, it's a unit, an inductive unit. It's a flameless torch. That's basically what it is. It runs on household current or shop current, 120 volts AC, and it's a nice unit. So let's open it up and have a look. This is basically what the unit looks like, and it's a unit that's made in the USA. And I'm going to tell you, folks, there's not a lot of stuff that we find made in the USA anymore, and it's kind of sad because I'm going to tell you, it's always been great products, great quality, you know, USA and Canada, of course. And it's a nice unit. It has an LED light in the middle of it. It takes a number of different coils. Here is one that comes with it. There's another one here that comes with it. There's another type here. And basically what you do is if you have a big unit, something big that you want to heat, you just wrap this around the particular item. And you just hook it up here, and you turn on the machine and wait for it to heat up. So it really works well and really efficiently. It's the thing that I really like about it is the fact that it's safe. There's no open flame. So if you were, instance, if you were heating up around a fuel tank area, this would be perfectly safe. Again, there's no flame. So it comes with, like I say, with coils, but you can buy an optional coil kit. And there's the kit there. And just show you what it's like inside. I got the GoPro hooked up here to the side, so hopefully I can show you a picture-in-picture type of thing, and hopefully you can see it easy enough. And these coils are quite nice. They come in many different sizes, as you can see. Let's see. You get into the really long ones. It's good for tight places, but you can also take them and form them to fit in, you know, non-regular orientation places. If you had a little squiggly place where you had to get up and around, well, you can bend these. You won't break them. And, you know, you can bend them to put them where you need to put them. So let's just start off with the simple one. The one that came with it. And basically all you do, I'm hoping you can see this now through the GoPro as well. You just loosen up these bolts here, these thumb screws, and you just finger tight them. You don't need to use a wrench or anything. And you plug it into your household current. Like so. Now, you can use these with generators as well, but Mini-Ductor actually state that you should be really careful using them on inexpensive generators, because some of the inexpensive generators really don't monitor their voltage well, and it will cause these to pretty well die. And if that's the case, and you send it back for warranty, the warranty will be void. So you can always check with those with these people if you have a generator, a mobile generator, stationary generator, whatever, and just make sure that your unit is particularly safe for this particular item. Now, here's a demo for you. Rubber gloves, really thin. So here is, let me see if I can get you on this. Yeah, okay. I'm just checking to make sure you'll be able to see this. So basically, this is just a bit of insulation on there to keep it away from the metal part. And as I say, it's got a built-in light, as you can see, and it makes a kind of a noise, a small bit of noise, because there's a fan in it. I'm going to put it by my mic so you can hear it. So it's pretty neat. It's very quiet. You could almost do it in the middle of the night and nobody'd even hear you. So let's just see how it works. This is a basically steel nut with a steel nut and a steel bolt, and I'm going to hold on to it with this, with just this glove on. This very, very thin glove, as you can see. So let's see what happens. Okay, we'll time it. Well, we're 7 seconds into it and you can see smoke. 15 seconds. 20 seconds. 25 seconds is turning red. 30 seconds and it's orange. And remember, guys, I'm still holding on to this bolt. So that'll give you some idea of how well this thing works. It directs the heat. It puts the heat exactly where it's directed to go. Now, I'm holding onto the bolt. I'm going to lay the bolt down. Now, 5 minutes from now, I probably won't be able to hold on to that bolt because the heat will dissipate down through the bolt. So, but I can't feel any heat there right now. So I'm going to lay that down, and then I'm going to touch this. Now, it's warm, but it's a little bit more than warm. It's probably a bit on the hot side, but not hot enough to burn through the glove. And the reason why it's hot, and the only reason why it's hot, is because the nut itself got hot. So it's, as you can see, it's a great system. So we're planning on using this quite a bit in the shop, and I've seen situations where we could have used it a lot. As a matter of fact, this past week, we had a jag in the shop, and it had lug nuts or bolts seized into the wheel. And he had it to another shop, and the other shop said, well, you know, we might be able to heat it up and get the wheel bolts out for you, but the problem is we're going to end up burning up your rim. Well, brought it here, put it in on the ramp, and within an hour I had all the wheels off, cleaned up, and back on, and backed out. And basically all I did is I just took this and I put it in on the wheel bolt, because they don't have lug nuts, they have bolts, like Volvo, Saab, BMW. And even though I heated it up, it still worked really well, and I didn't do any damage to the rim whatsoever. What happens is the lug nut actually heats up inside, not out around the circumference of it. So it worked really well. So again, made in the USA. Regards of pricing, you'd have to check in your geographical area, because we live on an island, and I'm going to tell you folks, everything on an island is expensive. Everything. Due to the fact that shipping, plus our Canadian dollar is not worth what monopoly money is worth right now. So again, you know, it depends on where you live and what kind of a deal you get from your supplier. I know eBay has them. And if you're looking for more information, there's lots of videos on YouTube as well that deal with Mini-Ductor too. It comes, you can get a number of accessories for it as well. There's a pad that comes in place of this coil, and you can take off this coil, and there's a pad which I will be getting, and the pad is approximately that wide and about that long, and you just plug it in. And say, for instance, you were taking a graphic off your car, or a pinstripe, or a molding, you can just rub this over it and it'll peel right off and it won't damage the paint. and the molding for that matter. And in lots of cases, when it comes to moldings, you can just reapply it back on the car. It's a very safe unit. So it's got a number of uses. Somebody asked me if you could silver solder or braze with it. Yeah, I think it's quite possible. I haven't tried it yet because it's new to us this week. But say, for instance, here's a piece of pipe. Let's heat up this piece of pipe and see what happens. You can see the smoke coming from the pipe already. You know, we're looking at, this is real time, folks, so. I mean, there you go. You'd have no trouble silver soldering or brazing with this. I'm positive of it. Maybe one of those days I'll have a video when I get to perfect the system. And I'll show you how to braze with it and silver solder. So that's about it, folks, for this tool. Coming up, there will be a couple of more videos on new products that we have here in the shop. And we have another one coming. It's going to be competition for the lock and lube coupler. As a matter of fact, from what I understand, it's a better system than lock and lube. So that's coming next week, so we'll feature that in a video as well. Before we close, I'd like to give a shout out to friends of ours, Paulette and Mark. Paulette has been ill lately and she's recovering, and she's been on our minds, and we just hope that she has a speedy recovery. And we'd like to say hello to their girls as well, Keeper and Magic. And hey, Kathy, there was Keeper and Magic.
What's that?
Keeper, Magic, and Maggie. So hello, girls, and we'll see you in the next video, folks. So again, this is a quick one. I hope you enjoyed it. Just a little thing. It's I don't know if it's a product review or more or less my thoughts on it. Look, folks, if it ends up here at Specialty Repairs, there's a pretty good chance that I like it. If it ends up on a video, there's a pretty good chance that I love it. So take it for what it is. It's Friday. It's 48 degrees out here Fahrenheit, and I'm loving it. It is cool. It's just like the air conditioning is on. The only person that I know is complaining about it is Kathy. So, well, you know. And the hat, by the way, is compliments of North Bay Toyota. And thank you for the hat, and thank you for the Toyota goodies, folks. And I hope everybody out there has a great weekend, safe weekend. Look after yourself, and God bless.